The following podcast is a part of RadioMisfits.com. And now it's time for the Mr. Nailsin Show. This is a Nailsin News Bulletin. Vince McMahon claims sex trafficking accuser would sneak into his penthouse to cheat on her fiancé with him. Hello, I'm Mr. Nailsin. Disgraced WWE mogul Vince McMahon fired back at a former employee who accused him of sex trafficking and sexual harassment, claiming she would sneak into his penthouse apartment to get in his bed before slinking back to her fiancé's den in the same building. I wonder how you qualify sex trafficking when they live in the same building. I don't know. Anyway, McMahon alleged that the 43-year-old Janelle Grant willingly took part in a sexual relationship with the wrestling tycoon for 3 years and denied all of her explosive charges, including that he defecated on her head. The filing laid out a litany of alleged lies that Grant lobbed at McMahon in the lawsuit she filed last January. After he failed to fork over $3 million, I guess $1 million a year for the relationship, I don't know. He failed to fork it over in hush money to keep their relationship a secret. Grant's lawyer said that Grant and Goncalves, her fiancé, had called off their engagement. Gee, I wonder why. She came home smelling of Vince poo. And that he allowed her to stay in the apartment as she rebuilt her life. In her lawsuit, Grant claimed she was dealing with profound grief when she met McMahon in March of 2019. McMahon's filing alleged that Grant fabricated aspects of her life story, including lying about devoting years to around-the-clock caregiving of her dying parents and struggling financially when they met. Grant's father lived in a senior home in Stanford before he passed away and was not cared for by his daughter, according to McMahon's filing. Her mother died in 2017, 2 years prior to Grant meeting McMahon. It was alleged in the document. Callie said Grant's father was in-home hospice until his final days, where Janelle continued to care for him around the clock. Prior to his death, she had been caring for her blind, wheelchair-bound mother, using the grief of someone who lost both her parents as an all-new level of disgusting, Callie said. Callie being Janelle's lawyer. The filing asked the court to stay Grant's lawsuit so as to allow the two to hopefully, work something out. Sounds like they already tried. Didn't happen. So, Grant sued to invalidate a non-disclosure agreement that she signed in which she made her bombshell allegations. Grant had received $1 million of the $3 million payout, but McMahon withheld the next installment, scheduled to be disbursed in February of last year, which prompted her to file the lawsuit. The lawsuit accused McMahon of defecating on her head during a threesome and using sex toys on her that he named after wrestlers. McMahon says these charges are salacious, false, and pure fiction. She also alleged that McMahon directed her to have sex with other execs and an unnamed wrestling star, as well as sharing nude photos and explicit videos of her without her consent with other WWE employees, according to our lawsuit. In an earlier bizarre twist in the case, McMahon's attorneys produced a gushing love letter that they say Grant wrote to McMahon in an email that was dated December 24th, 2021. However, Grant's attorney has claimed her client was coerced into writing the letter. The letter goes, after almost 3 years together, it's like my life isn't even real to me unless you're there and in it, and I'm sharing it all with you. Grant wrote in the Christmas Eve letter to McMahon. Grant's attorney maintains that Grant was coerced into writing the letter and says, frankly, it's pretty disgusting that Vince's weeks-late attempt to defend his horrendous behavior he claims to this day never happened, is to try to showcase letters that Vince himself coerced her to write. His psychological torture of her continues, as is typical of abusive predators who respond to women speaking out with increased threats. While Janelle isn't a stranger to his intimidation tactics, this is a new low, even for him. Well, it's not really a threat, it's what he claims happened, and claims that she wrote this letter to him, which the attorney says, no, she was coerced by him to do it, but doesn't exactly explain the details of how he was able to do that. It appears, and it's hard to deny, that the lawsuit only happened when the money stopped.
You're listening to the Mr. Nailsin Show here on RadioMisfits.com. We find ourselves within the confines of the Knight's Keep, somewhere deep down below the basement of Richman Plaza.
Well, it seems this is a case that will practically solve itself.
Well, what do you mean?
Quite simply, Bobo, we are obviously investigating a series of murders, more than likely being committed by a serial killer. Or perhaps a professional killer.
Professional serial killer?
Oh, no, stupid. I mean, this may involve corruption of the highest degree.
What?
Well, it seems the staff of City Bank was quite the close-knit group. Very few new hires within quite a few years. Except, I don't know, some asshole got run off. Messing with one of the chicks or some crap like that. But anyway, the rest of them, very close-knit. Obviously, perfect partners for a conspiracy.
Conspiracy? About what?
Well, there's quite a few rumors that they were involved in money laundering for the mob.
Huh. So the mob must be really pissed at him because he probably, I don't know, used too much bleach.
No, dumbass.
What?
Damn it,
I mean,
whoa.
I know what laundering means.
No.
It means cleaning. When you clean, you use bleach. I mean, not all the time, but sometimes. And they probably didn't want him using that.
God damn it. The point is, we obviously have the makings of a clear motive. And also, this narrows the possible victims that are on the hit list. And, well, we've already lost 2. That leaves, well, about 2 more.
Oh, man. I always hated word problems in school. Let's see. So there's 2 dead, 2 more to go. That makes it 4 in all.
Yes, Bobo. But the mystery remains as to which one will be the next victim.
Oh, man, yeah, that's a tough one. Well, you know what? I guess we'll just flip a coin to decide which one we protect first.
No, Boobo. We're not going to flip a coin.
All right. Flipping coins, that's more the motif of the penny pitcher. And we never use the methods of villains. So, I know. We could split up. You protect one and I'll protect the other one.
Well, that'll pretty much guarantee one of them will die very shortly.
Huh?
So, the real key here is to figure out which one's the most likely next victim. And I suspect it'll be the one in the more superior position of power at City Bank.
Which one's that?
It's one William Greenback.
What makes him so important?
Turns out, Bobo, He was Bolton Banks' right-hand man.
Huh. I wonder who the left-hand man was.
Damn it, Boo-Bo, there's no left-hand man.
All right, because the only possible victim left is a woman. Penelope Coinslot.
No, Boo-Bo, there's no... She's not the left-hand woman either. I mean, there's no left hand. That's just...
Yeah, I got a left hand. Everyone has left hands, and some people are lefties, and that's how they write because their brains are messed up or something.
No, stupid. Damn it, Boo-Bo. Penelope's just another teller, so Greenback's our guy to go and try to intercept the penny pitcher.
Wait a minute. Another teller, just like Taylor. They must be sisters.
Oh, dumbass. Teller is the position she worked at the bank.
What?
Only an idiot would ever make that mistake. Only a complete, moronic dumbass would ever think of that dumbass, Boo-Bo.
Damn it, I never worked at no bank.
Oh, come on.
All you want to do is pick on me.
Oh, shut up, Boo-Bo, for God's sakes. So Greenback is our target.
I mean, penny pitcher's target.
God damn it, Whoa. He's the one we'll protect.
Even though he's probably a criminal himself.
Well, we'll deal with that later, but for the most part, this is our best chance to intercept a penny pitcher and bring him to justice. But in the meantime, I gotta go take a dump.
Wait a minute. What if Greenback gets killed while you're pushing logs?
Damn it!
No, you can't tell me that's not a possibility that he could get killed while you're sitting on the pot.
Well, I gotta take care of it because I'm not crapping my pants on the way of capturing Penny Pitcher.
Well, maybe we should at least call up Greenback and warn him.
Well, that... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess I can do that. All right, let's see. I'll look up his number. There it is. All right. Crap. It's going straight to voicemail.
Well, maybe he checks it. He's in business and stuff.
Yeah, all right. Mr. Greenback, this is Night, and I have reason to believe that you are the next target of a vicious serial killer who's already murdered 2 of your colleagues. Whatever you gotta do to defend yourself until me and my partner can get there to protect you, I suggest you do it. So, later. Alright, there we go. He's sufficiently warned. If he's dead by the time we get there, that's not on me. Anyway, I gotta go make a deposit.
A deposit? Thought you had to take a dump.
Good, Boo-Bo, figure it out.
And soon after Night has, taken care of business.
Lyle. Hey, Dick, where the hell's Lyle? He's in the bathroom taking a shit.
What is it, Smedley? What's the problem now?
Well, those assholes who came in and were supposed to fix the lights and dance floor B, well, guess what? Now the ceiling lights aren't in sync with the floor lights. There ain't no way to do it.
Yeah, well, you're my manager, Smedley. I pay you to handle that kind of stuff.
Oh, all right. So then I have full authority to find someone else instead of always having to pay off the cheap contractors that you insist on hiring.
I can't believe you would dare interfere with my night crusade. Was to waste my time with these petty concerns when the very life of one William Greenback could be at risk.
Yeah, and don't forget, Miss Coinslot.
Miss Coinslot?
Yes, that's the other... Oh, yeah. Well, that's the other possible victim here, Smedley. So, spare me your petty concern.
Petty concern? You mean to tell me you suspect this woman's lives could be in danger, but you took time to go take a dump?
No! I had the good sense to, call him and warn him.
What?
The voicemail, but he probably got it.
Yeah, that was my idea.
Shut up, Boo-Bo.
Wait a minute. Did you use the night phone or your own phone?
Don't be ridiculous, Smedley. Of course Oh, shit. It's my personal Wire Richman phone.
Oh, shit. Well, I hope you had the good sense not to identify yourself as Night in the message. Oh, man. Shit. It ain't gonna take long for him to put 2 and 2 together. He gets a message from the phone of Lyle Richman, and the message is from Night. He's gonna figure out who the hell is Night.
No. That to get over there fast.
Yeah, to save his life.
Not just that. I've got to douse him in 99 amnesia gas so that he can never know that I'm Night-Night.
Yeah, and you better get his damn phone.
Oh, yeah, that too. Come on, Boo-Boo. To the night cruiser.
Oh, boy.
And soon at the home of one William Greenback.
He broke his door, Night-Night.
This is an emergency, Boo-Boo.
His life's at risk.
Yeah, that too. Greenback. Greenback. Damn. Could he have already taken off to make his plans to blackmail me? Now I've become a pawn in the corrupt hands of a dirty banker?
And isn't it ironic that this all began in my attempts to save his life?
Through a dumbass idea from you to call him ahead of time. God damn it, Boo-Boo.
Not my fault you used your own phone, dumbass.
Never mind that, Boo-Boo. We've got to find him. Greenback! Greenback! Show yourself, Greenback.
Hey, there's a light on under that door.
Hmm.
Broke another. Oh,
Good
man.
Lord.
Oh, that's nasty.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I've seen some crime scenes, but, this is a new one.
This is almost as bad as how the sewer thing would kill people, but God, Night-Night, how do you think he was able to get Greenback to swallow all those
I
pennies?
don't know, Bobo. It seems like an unlikely Wait a minute. The toilet. That is the culprit.
What?
It appears our killer, penny pincher, somehow managed to rig the toilet into a penny gun.
You mean?
Yes, Bobo. Somehow he was able to re-engineer the toilet so that when Greenback sat on it, well, a huge amount of pennies were shot right up his ass.
Ew.
Came out through his mouth all over the floor.
Yeah, and they're still coming out. Yeah, it is a lot of pennies. I guess you have to say it's a buttload of pennies.
God damn it, Boo-Boo! Shut up and get back to work.
Back to work? What work? He's already dead. We got here too late.
No, stupid. We gotta find the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it, it could be anywhere.
Huh. It's probably in his pocket, but I don't want to dig through them pennies. They're all bloody and they got poo-poo on them.
Wait a minute. I'll call his number.
What? That's how we got in this mess in the first place.
I'll use the night-night phone.
Oh, yeah.
All right, there we go. What? I hear it. Wait, what? Look, hey, it's on the nightstand.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'll use my night-night phone to hack into his. No, it doesn't matter. He's dead.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. There's the messages. Yeah, I can get... Wait a minute. There was one more after mine. From a PP.
It's stupid.
Don't be an idiot, Bobo. That's obviously the initials for Penny Pincher.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Let's see what he said.
Penny for your thoughts, Greenback.
Man, he must have thought Greenback had a lot of thoughts, because, well, that's a lot of pennies he shot up his ass.
This can mean only one thing, Bobo.
What?
That Miss Coin Slot's life is in danger.
Well, no shit.
Damn it! To the night cruiser, Bobo!
Oh, boy.
Will Night-Night and Boobo arrive in time to save Penelope Coin Slot? Find out in the next exciting adventure of Night-Night.
This has been a Nailsin production. The Night-Night theme song is performed by Alistair White and his lovely wife, Heather. Incidental music is courtesy of Kevin MacLeod. All characters are performed by me, Douglas Nelson. Join us again, won't you?
This is a Nailsin News Bulletin. An astrologer stabbed a man, then threw their kids out of a moving car, killing an infant and herself. Hello, I'm Mr. Nailsin. A 34-year-old self-described astrologer and Reiki master teacher allegedly fatally stabbed a 29-year-old man in their apartment and then threw their 2 young children out of a moving vehicle shortly before the solar eclipse. On April 8th, at approximately 7:35 a.m., officers with the Los Angeles Police Department responded to 6200 block of Varial Avenue after neighbors noticed the front door open and 29-year-old Jalen Cheney deceased inside. A neighbor said the door was wide open. There was blood on the floor leading to their apartment and then a trail of it in the hallway leading up to the elevator. And I saw some blood on the wall. Another neighbor reportedly saw a pair of legs sticking out from the kitchen area. Homicide detectives suspected the stabbing was connected to 2 incidents, one involving 2 young children on the 405 freeway, and another fatal vehicle collision in Redondo Beach. Investigators allege that in the early morning hours of April 8th, Danielle Johnson got into a dispute with Cheney and stabbed him to death in their apartment. Police later recovered a knife with biological evidence at the scene. Following the stabbing, Johnson allegedly fled with the couple's 9-year-old and 8-month-old children in a Porsche SUV, crashing through a parking garage security gate in the process. At approximately 4:30 a.m., officers said Johnson allegedly threw the children out of the moving vehicle on the 405 freeway near Howard Hughes Parkway. The 9-year-old child sustained non-life-threatening injuries and was transported to an area hospital for treatment. The 8-month-old baby died from the fall, and officials pronounced the infant dead at the scene. At approximately 5 a.m., Johnson drove the SUV at speeds over 100 miles an hour and hit a tree, dying from the crash. Johnson went by the name Ioka on the social media platform X, formerly Twitter. Leading up to the suspected murder-suicide, Johnson reportedly posted warnings about the upcoming eclipse. However, according to the Associated Press, Lieutenant Guy Golan said police are not considering the eclipse as a motive to the killings because we just don't know why she did what she did. One of her final posts reads, wake up, the apocalypse is here. Everyone who has ears, listen. Your time to choose what you believe is now. If you believe a new world is possible for the people, retweet now. There is power in choice. There is power in choice. Repost to make the choice for the collective. Well, suggesting the apocalypse is upon us does give credence to the idea that the eclipse really had her spooked. But if she was quite the astrologer, couldn't she have seen the outcome of all of this? Well, I don't know. But in the end, the only hero here is, well, the tree that stopped her car and sent her to hell.
This has been a Nailsin News Bulletin. And now it's time for the Bayou Crime Report.
Louisiana man is sentenced to 50 years in prison and to physical castration for raping and impregnating a 14-year-old girl. Hey, I'm Red Neckerton. So yeah, that's the deal. A 54-year-old man has been sentenced to 5 decades in prison and must be castrated. That ain't no chemical shit. No, they're gonna cut his balls off for raping and impregnating a girl when she was just 14 years old. The 21st Judicial District Attorney Scott Paraloo announced that a judge sentenced Glenn Sullivan Sr. to 50 years in prison as well as physical castration after he pled guilty to 4 counts of second-degree rape. I mean,
I mean, when you take a plea, there's some kind of deal in it for you, like you shave off a few years. Not they shave off your balls, but I don't know. That's the deal he made. The investigation began in July 2022 when a young woman reportedly told Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office detectives that Sullivan had raped her numerous times when she was 14 years old. According to prosecutors, the girl became pregnant, yeah, that happens, and a DNA test revealed that Sullivan was the father. The district attorney's office said Sullivan had also groomed the victim and threatened to harm the girl and her family to prevent the young woman from disclosing the rapes. Perilou said so many of these types of cases go unreported because of fear. The strength it must have taken for this young woman to tell the truth in the face of threats and adversity is truly incredible. District Attorney Brad Cassio, who prosecuted the case, added, "Sex crimes against juveniles are the most malicious crimes we prosecute. I intend on using every tool the legislature is willing to give us, including physical castration, to seek justice for the children in our community." Well, holy shit. I mean, he's 54, so he'd be 104 when he gets out, unless there's some chance for parole here they just don't mention in the article. I mean, there's got to be something here where he says, oh, well, you can get released early, but you got to leave your balls behind. It's got to be something like that, because otherwise it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, you know. But that's the only reason to do it, I would think. If you're not going to lock him up forever, then, well, yeah, you got to gel this son of a bitch before he does it again, I guess, you know. But odds are this won't stand. Some asshole come in and say, hey, ain't this cruel and unusual? Well, it's certainly unusual, I guess. But then again, it kind of fits the crime, you know. That is the weapon he used against the victim. So, yeah, there's some kind of sense to it, but goddamn. Used to, they'd make them take these drugs, you know, that they can't get, they can't get up no more. But now, well, it's pretty permanent. Anyway, for the Bayou Crime Report, I am Red Neckerton, reminding you to keep your goddamn holes clean.
The Bayou Crime Report is a presentation of Nailsin Productions. And now it's time for I Can't Even with Lefty Tuddington.
Hey guys, it's your old pal Lefty Tuddington. You might recall that woman who lost her marbles on board a flight, and it was saying she was, I don't know, seeing a gremlin or ghost or some bullshit like that. And, wanted off the plane immediately, was just having a total meltdown. And then it turned out she was some real estate developer from Texas and all of that. But anyway, she got, her 15 minutes out of that. And, of course, developed an addiction to attention. And it seems she wants a little more. So what is she gonna do now? Well, to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that she is just batshit crazy, she's decided to jump over to the side of the right wing. That's right. The Texas crazy plane lady has now refashioned herself as a flesh-bearing right-wing influencer. Tiffany Gomez, real estate developer, went viral after a public meltdown on American Airlines flight, has posted a revealing photo on X of herself in a skimpy bikini. Oh yeah, just worshiping the male gaze there. What a great moment for women, Tiffany. Thank you a lot. Thanks, Tiffany. Thanks. Anyway, she's standing there in her little string bikini thing, holding a can of, oh my God, of ultra-right beer. It's a brand that describes itself as 100% woke-free American beer. Yeah, America. Whatever those stupid rednecks say. That was just immediately created in response to the brave and progressive moves of Budweiser when they chose Dylan Mulvaney as their new spokeswoman for Bud Light. And, it was a proud and wonderful moment. It was quite beautiful, really. And, oh no, the rednecks can't have it. So they all pissed their pants. And then some asshole decides to take advantage of this ridiculous transphobic hysteria and make their own shitty pisswater brand of beer and call it, woke free or ultra right or whatever the bullshit it's supposed to be. And, oh my God, it's just horrible. And then this little bitch decides, I'm going to horn in on this for all the horny right-wingers out there who just obviously are quick to objectify women. And she just plays into that because, people stop talking about the crazy plane lady. Now she's going to be the crazy bikini lady with right-wing beer. So anyway, she posted her comments and said, wonder how many people I'm going to piss off with this post. Oh, yeah. Well, count me as one of the pissed. God damn it. She said this in a post which has now been viewed by nearly 8 million people. Why are you giving her this? Stop going to her site. Her X thing, whatever. So then, oh boy, this to just tell you what this is really all about and where she's going to do the absolute transphobic lobbies where she's headed for. She says, so it's now an appropriate time to tell y'all men don't belong in women's sports. Oh my God. First of all, no one is saying men should be in women's sports. No one. This is just a dig at trans women, who are women, by the way. And that's what stupid little Tiffany here doesn't understand. Probably too busy chasing after gremlins to understand the reality of the world of people's gender of choice. She's going to take that away. She just insists on taking it away because, little Tiffany needs people to look at her in her little bikini like that. God. So that's all that is. Oh boy, Tiffany needs some attention. And I guess she got it. Tapping in to the worst creatures of this planet, transphobic right-wingers. I can't even.
This has been I Can't Even with Lefty Turdington. Lefty Turdington is a frequent co-host of the Mr. Nailsin Show podcast on RadioMisfits.com. The views and opinions of Lefty Turdington do not necessarily reflect those of RadioMisfits.com or any other platform he may appear on. So, any comments and or complaints should be sent to someone who cares. The views and opinions expressed during the Mr. Nailsin Show do not necessarily reflect those held by RadioMisfits.com. So, any complaints and or comments should be sent to @Mr. Nailsin on Twitter, where they will be promptly ignored and or blocked.